Hey everyone, it's Theresa, and I have a special guest today. I've got Jamie. They're over there. I do it every time. And her husband, Jeff. We're going to call him Jeff today, not just the husband. So.
Whoa, I must be the special guest today.
You are the special guest. Jamie's special too, but you know.
That's a different kind of special.
So, hello to everyone. We're doing something kind of cool and kind of different today. We are going to talk a little bit about like some comparison. I almost like came this close to be like, we're going to do a little Venn diagram of differences and similarities and everything. But I was like, you know what? I just need to simmer it down a little bit. But we're going to be talking a little bit about chalk, the differences, similarities, and get this, guys, we're going to see how they can play well together. We're going to make little chalk Cricut babies today.
Little chalk Cricut babies.
Chalk Cricut babies. Just you guys wait and see. I know I am actually going to do a project today, and I think that they're going to as well, where we incorporate them. Doesn't that sound diabolical?
We're going to try.
Yes.
We have tools at the ready.
Yeah, so it's funny. So Jamie and Jeff, aka the husband, they do not have Cricut. I think that you guys have you never touched it before?
Nope.
This is the first time you're watching live us ever do any vinyl.
You've done vinyl on cars.
That's entirely different.
Well,
I have touched vinyl, yes.
But the word is the same.
I've touched records too. Those are vinyl, aren't they? I mean, we're just going off the word. Sorry, tangent.
I surrender.
I sent them some things that I actually cut on my Cricut, and I was nice. There was one project that would have been really ridiculous for them to weed. I weeded it and everything for them, so they didn't have to completely suffer through it. Exactly. See all those little words and everything? Those, if you're completely new to Cricut and you've never done it before, they're a pain to do. I think it took me probably a solid 45 minutes of weeding to do that. Oh, so wow. I imagine that they would have probably hated me after that if I made
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. Don't thank me yet. So they're going to be doing it. It's going to be their first time going with, the Cricut stuff. And I'm going to be doing a project where, see, isn't it crazy? This is crazy. This is about as PG to PG-13 as it's going to get. It's their first time they're making Cricut chalk babies. Yes, I know, Jamie. It would be funny to watch them weed. I did send them some projects they had to weed. They were just going to be a lot easier to do than.
I have a backup just in case. And a weeder, which I'm not sure what this is actually called. Not weeder. Watch your mouth. PG-13.
It's a weed.
Oh. We're frozen. I don't know if we're frozen or if she's frozen.
I don't know. I see you guys. Can you see me? Well, they might not be able to see me. I can still see what's going on. I can hear you now. Anyways, next week we're gonna actually be on. I'm gonna be on their channel next week, and they're gonna do the same kind of thing. But then they're gonna have to weed because they're using up their stuff that's already weeded. So make sure if you are not, and I've completely forgot to fill out. I don't know if the camera's just kind of spun again on me. I completely forgot to put everything in the description box earlier today. I'm slacking. But make sure that you go over and subscribe to What's Jamie Making.
To find out what we're making.
If you haven't already. That's right. You won't know. So next week we're going to be live on their channel though.
Yes.
So we're going to kind of walk you guys through just a little bit about what I think Cricut is better for, what chalk is better for. Now, obviously, Jamie is the chalk expert here. I thought she was going to wear her shirt today. I'm a little offended.
Well, no, I had to do this so that we could show it.
Oh. So if you guys missed it, and this was kind of the funny thing, on my Cricut video that I did, I made a shirt for Jamie as the chalker.
That is
in
the
my
coolest
video.
vinyl.
It is really fun vinyl. It was my thing was like, it's a custom shirt. It was custom ordered by me for Jamie to myself. So, but so in my opinion, I think that Cricut is better if you have a very specific size that you're looking for. You know, like if you're like this, you know, this lovely little piece of wood / chalkboard thing from Target is 10 by 10.
Yeah.
If you have a design that you love from Couture and it's this big, it's not going to look right. Whereas with Cricut, you can resize it and make it the way you want it. But with Cricut, on the like other way, when you have designs that are teeny tiny and you have to weed it and make it look right, like if you look at something like this would just be a pain to design and weed and size it right and everything like that. So that's kind of my thought process. So clearly I do both. So
Well, there's definitely room for both in everybody's craft room.
So now I think that if you have anybody who is on like the side where they're like, hey, I have a hard time with like dexterity in their hands or anything like that, I think that chalk would probably be better just because it's not so hard. Like if you have really bad arthritis or carpal tunnel or whatever, I think chalk would be easier. I've had people ask me that before too.
Yes, I would
So
agree.
I think as we're doing this, if anybody has any questions on like one versus the other or anything like that, just drop them in the comments. I'm kind of watching them as they go by. My computer's over on this side, so I can't really see it very well.
We'll try and shout them out too.
Okay. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to, you know, go for it. And I'm going to move my camera so you can see what we're working on here. And I think that they might do the same. And I'll try to peek my computer as well. I'm going to just move my camera down a little. I'm not as fancy as them. I don't have the alternative.
Oh, yeah. We're super fancy.
You are super fancy. So.
I'm a little behind.
We have these super cool trays that the super cool chick sent us that we get the labels.
Yeah.
These are very cool.
My stuff might be a little crooked here. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I think it's like Cynthia had mentioned something about it's mostly money and you want both. So
not wrong. Not wrong.
Right. What I would say is obviously you have an initial investment in both. Now, one thing that you can do with chalk is you can kind of dip your toe in it. You know, you don't have to go crazy from the start. You know,
as long as your name's not Theresa.
As long as your name isn't Theresa. And you tend to get a little obsessive about everything. Not everything, just crafting materials. If you guys haven't seen my room tour, I have it on there. It's out of date now, but I get a little crazy when it comes to my stuff. So when you know, when you initially start with your Cricut, though, no matter what, you have to buy the machine, a machine of some kind, unless you have a friend like Theresa who sends it to you.
And does the hard weeding for you.
And does the hard work for you. You can't all have a friend named Theresa that does that. I would be, that's all I would do if I was just making, you know, decals for everybody. So whereas with chalk, you can start with a lower investment and kind of get a feel for it, figure out what you like, what you don't like, and kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm fuzzing. I've got the mini buffalo plaid transfer. This is an 18 by 18 transfer. So this guy's huge. And he can kind of, I'll be honest, he can kind of be a pain in my butt. I quasi messed up one project with him already, but I made it work. And I'm just going to, actually, I'm lying. I'm not going to do that first. I forgot what I was doing here. I've got this guy. It's a B. For those of you who don't know, my last name starts with a B. That's where that B came from. It doesn't stand for other things. Don't be getting your mind there, Jeff.
I didn't say anything. You know me too well. Question quick. So I got the vinyl off and I got the transfer tape. I could not drop it on the table. You didn't see that. So next time I can just stick it on and just rub it with this
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bee. Now this one I did already obviously cut it out with my Cricut. I sized it the way I wanted it. And now I'm going to place it somewhere center-ish.
Center-ish.
Yeah. Well, luckily enough, this board has some lines in it that's like a faux wood grain. So it's kind of nice.
Oh, that's nice.
In that we're going to pretend like it's in the right spot. If it's not, I'm going to pretend it is. So, and this, just so everyone knows, the one I am working with is removable vinyl. And if I remember right, the one that they are working with is permanent vinyl.
Oh. So don't screw up is what you're saying.
You can still take it off. It's just one of those things. Like once it sits on there for a day, it's going to be a lot harder to take it off.
Permanent?
Permanent's really not necessarily what I'd probably call it. You could still take it off.
I love how you started with the husband first.
That's right. This is mine. Stay away.
Yeah.
So now I can just peel the transfer tape off and the vinyl should stick, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to find out. You know, when you're peeling it, you almost want to keep it like low so that it's not going to peel your wording off. If that makes sense. It's like,
you don't
want to pull it up straight up. You want to keep it low, like roll it almost. I should have shown you when I was doing this.
I got you.
I knew what you meant. I did the hand motions for you.
Yes.
This. Peeling back.
Yes.
I got it. So you're not picking upwards on it. You're actually smaller pieces of the vinyl pulling at once.
Right.
Look at that. I'm a professional vinyler.
You
Man,
are.
it almost looks like he's done stuff like this before.
Huh? I'm good.
Just has a good teacher.
That's right. That was her, right? Not you?
Right.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But we'll figure that out.
So Jamie said, not Jamie over there, Jamie from Simple Word, Simple Living says, I say Jeff got lucky because sometimes if that vinyl falls, it's like it's stuck. So
yeah,
you were fortunate.
Oh, when it hit the table.
Yeah.
I thought that. Like, uh-oh.
You would have stayed right there. We'd have moved on for the show and fixed it later.
Well, the good news is it says the husband, so it was just marking your spot. If that actually was the case, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So that's the difference. It seems Couture is a little more forgiving with placement. It is. You can move it around if you need to.
Oh, yeah.
So I put down my temporary vinyl B. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something kind of fancy. I just thought of it today, and I have to tell you guys, I was so happy with myself. I sent Jamie a message. I was like, I got this great idea. What
the voice message was great.
I tell you what, I was like in the car driving home from Target. I don't know why I thought I should go to Target, but I did.
Oh, I did too. Bad idea, but carry on.
So what I'm doing here is I'm putting my vinyl down, and what it's going to do is it's going to leave me this negative space. I'm going to chalk over it. When I'm done with that, I'm going to pull up my vinyl, and you're going to see that negative space without the chalk on it. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. And just so everyone knows, I already waxed my my board. I used the surface wax, so that it goes on nicer and doesn't make any weird looking like bleeding marks. At least that's the theory.
Okay, so I got to pull it.
Husband's going rogue over here.
Is he? Well,
I'm getting creative.
A little bit.
And I am, because I love blue buffalo check, so I am actually going to use Cadet.
Me too.
Oh, that's a good color.
Well, maybe. Actually, if we get to the second one. No, this one's going on here too. Me too. Squirrel.
Wasn't planned. All right, let me just, I had it out. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I had a squeegee. I'm actually going to use my small one instead of my mini because it's a lot of area.
I'm almost done. Just wait a minute. For Christ's sakes, woman.
I want a chuck. I want a chuck.
I can't open this.
Oh, I got the fingernails.
So I'm going to get a good old glob going here, guys. And just for the sake of me trying not to use my stuff, my chalk paste on things, I'm going to try to avoid the B area. Not because you can't chalk on it, but I'm going to pull it off and throw it in the garbage and Like
And
waste.
not to waste it.
Yeah. So
So my brain failed to think of the idea of incorporating our vinyl bits with chalk. So we actually have two completely separate projects.
We're not that smart.
I even sent you fall stuff
Oh, I know, but that's what we were thinking for.
for next week.
You're a tool.
I'm not a tool. I'll tell you what. This is really easy as long as Theresa does all the weeding and puts the stuff on for you.
If I do all the actual work.
All I had to do was lay it on. Now see how pretty it is?
It does look very good,
All right.
husband.
I'll give you some room so you quit shoving my stuff out of the way.
We can share. I only need a little bit of room. This is what I'm making. I decided to, I painted this copper. I've decided that my fall decor in the house this year is going to be copper, navy blue, orange, and like dark teal,
Very nice.
which is super shocking, I'm sure.
I've been in like this like blue and copper colors is what I've been loving. But more like a lighter blue more than a navy blue.
Yeah, I've been seeing in all the stores. It's everywhere. Blue and copper is everywhere.
That's the colors.
Yep.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. I like this.
Good.
I say that until I get to the next one. We'll try the weeding one here in a minute.
See, he's gonna need you to get him a Cricut for Christmas.
That's right. And do all the designing.
Yeah.
And put all... I don't think me and Cad would get along well. What do you use for a Cricut? Do they have their own thing?
Cricut makes one. It's called Cricut Design Space. So I chalked my stencil, my transfer from chalk, and I'm just going to pull it back. And it's a little messy just because I didn't clean it very well the last time, but it's rustic and I'm okay with it. So give me a moment. I'm going to try and clean this on the fly.
All right.
I brought a thing in here to like clean it, and now I don't know where I put it. There it is. And look, it's even teal. I'm just gonna move that over. It can dry a few minutes anyways before I peel my leather off.
Are you washing on camera?
I'm gonna wash on camera.
Look at you go.
Whoa.
I think I got my hand dandy chalk spray bottle. I kind of love that it's like a continual spray.
This side's got.
And a board eraser. And I'm gonna hope that I don't end up sticking my transfer down to this board. Okay, I lied. I'm not gonna clean on the fly.
Yeah, they're hard to wash.
They're gonna take
on camera.
The big ones are.
I'm just gonna keep it wet so that it doesn't.
It'll be fine, even if it dries out a little bit. You can get it wet and it'll wash it off.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put that aside. I'll come back to that later.
Blue
So.
tide.
All right.
This is new. Oh, and what's kind of cool is the board on the side. This thing that I got from Target. It's like black around the edges, so it doesn't hurt my feelings if it kind of got messy. So I'm gonna dry this a little. So I'm gonna mute myself real quick so you guys don't listen to my dryer.
Kick the hair dryer on. Now I don't want to pull the black letters. I want to pull the stuff that goes around, right?
Yes.
All right, I can do this. Let's see if my fingers can get off here.
What are you gonna put it on?
I got a little board Theresa sent us.
Oh,
Theresa
okay.
hooked us up. Don't worry. She made the whole project for us.
I just didn't know if you had gotten it.
That was if you were smart enough to bring it with you. No comment. Who's doing the weeding? I'm going to try and do the weeding. I'm not making any guarantees. I can't even get the edge to start right now, so I'm not really sure if it's going to be me or not. How do you guys get your fingers in these?
We're chicks. We got fingernails. That's my guess anyway.
Oh, my goodness. Wait, I used the tool. We're going to get the tool in there.
Okay. So now I dried it enough. I just didn't want to smear it or risk smearing it. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and peel up my
Use the tool.
vinyl.
I didn't get that.
Oh, no,
Could
I
you
wasn't
try again?
talking to you, Siri. She's so nosy.
Oh, I almost got it. Hey, there we go.
There you go.
All right.
Tammy's got your back.
That's right. You got to help the husband out.
See, we all leave you hanging, but Tammy's got you.
All right, so feel this. Oh, yeah.
So here it is, guys.
Tied. Oh, I like it.
Oh, that came out really cool.
Yep.
I think it needs a little lining here, but
Yeah, I was gonna say if you go over and line it just a little bit, it would look like a shadow.
yeah. Just see if I can find a paintbrush that is
My fingers are too big for this.
gonna work.
Excuses.
And because I'm not a fan of waste, I'm just gonna take it right off of the transfer. The wet sobbiness that's on there, that's on the transfer. I'm just gonna take that right off of there.
That came out really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
How do we sound professional? Good use of negative space.
Whoa.
Huh?
Nice pull, husband.
Smart. But now I can't do vinyl because this is getting all over me.
It's not as easy anymore.
No. I think I only like the ones Theresa sent me already. It sticks to itself. Damn it. Stop it. I'm quite sure it's not as hard as it looks. Just it's operator error.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like you just kind of have to.
You know, it's the small pieces that kind of cut in. You got to stop and pick those little pieces out before you pull the outside part.
Mm-hmm.
In my vast 2-minute knowledge of weaving.
Yeah. I probably should have left my my letter alone, but I'll try to go in and fix it later, maybe with like a permanent marker.
Oh, it came out really cool.
Yep. I dig it. You could do a different color too besides the blue. I mean, I know why you did the blue to kind of finish the.
Cut what you've already pulled, Jeff. See? Yep, she knows what's up.
See?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is sometimes. If you guys had paid attention to my videos, I've said that.
Well,
It's really,
How
it's
long ago
really,
did you say that though?
a lot of times if you have something that's like multiple levels, like lines of text, you have
Right.
it's almost like you have to do it or it's gonna like stick to itself and then
yeah, it was kind of folding over on itself and stuff.
yeah.
There we go. Now it's coming off.
Yeah. Well, see, honestly, I'm sure that makes sense as soon as you do it once.
Yeah. Yep. And practice a little bit. I'm sure this is much easier than I'm making it look. Stay in there. There we go.
You got it, husband.
I can do it.
You got this.
Oh, we're almost there.
It's all right.
I'm getting it.
Yeah. See,
So
you were brave. You tried the stuff that wasn't already set for you.
nothing like doing it live on camera. That's kind of our jam.
Yeah.
I
I don't
know.
mind making a fool out of myself.
Figure things out on the fly. We're like, listen.
All right. So now just the circles. What are you mixing colors?
Yeah, so that's actually why I picked this project to show, because one of the nice things with chalk that isn't exactly easy to do with Cricut is kind of getting a variegated marble sort of a technique-y thing. And lining all of this up after cutting all the pieces would be my version of a nightmare, but that's me. I'm sure there's tricks and tips to that too that I just don't know.
One thing with which I don't do a lot of just because it's kind of a pain to do with like placement stuff, but some people are really good at it. You can actually layer your vinyl. So like if you make something and it needs to have a white eyes, you can you cut everything and it cuts it all and then you layer it on top of each other. And I don't really do a lot of it just because I can't, I can barely put something down one place. So,
Well, you know what? I actually think I saw a TikTok or a reel or something that showed that they cut like it was something like this where they needed to line up the pumpkin underneath it too. So they actually cut the R out in the same vinyl as the pumpkin color so that you could put it over top once you've put the R down. So you could see it and it would line it up.
Yeah. And now one thing that's cool though is like if you have to do any of that, especially if it's like already designed in Cricut, because Cricut has tons and tons of different designs already done. Like all of the ones I sent you are already designed in Cricut. It will let you, it'll make everything a certain color and it will cut it all out for you. So then you just have to know what goes on top of what.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I know Sarah was asking color preference between cadet blue and colonial blue. Personally, I like colonial blue better, but I think you could probably get a similar color by mixing. What do you think? What would you think is easier to mix to get something so where you'd only have to buy one? Is it easier to make colonial blue darker, or would it be easier to make cadet blue lighter? Does that make sense?
It does. Trying to figure that out. So here's the actual color difference. They're pretty much the same tone. I just happen to have both of them here because the other side I was going to do winter. So they're the same tone. So honestly, usually it's easier to make something darker than lighter because usually you have to use a lot of white to make something lighter and only a tiny touch of black to make something darker.
All right.
Thanks, Tammy and Cynthia. It's a little hard to see because, you know, cameras.
Because cameras.
YouTube world.
Yeah. But there's some, let's see if we can get it in there so you can see the leaves of all the different colors on them.
That is fun.
What I might actually do is might wash that transfer and put it back down, but move it over just a touch.
Oh, to give it a shadow?
And then do a little more of the copper. Because I ended up painting the frame more copper so that it was shinier because it's wood. Mm-hmm. It's wood on the backside, but the frame itself is just wood colored. But I wanted shiny. But it's so pretty. So yeah. But that was, hey husband, nobody can see you.
Oh, not in frame. Sorry.
You got the elbow.
He's over here-ish.
The husband's elbow. Yeah.
So how did you like you still weeding away over there?
I think I'm pretty good. Fall memories.
Looks like it.
Did I miss something? I don't think I missed anything. We got
No, I think you got
part 2 will go on one of the cutting boards that you got us.
There you go. They got a bunch of goodies.
Oh, yes.
Huge box full of stuff. T hooked us up.
We got calendars and those bamboo cutting boards that I haven't been able to find for like 2 years.
I have a lot of those. It's crazy.
Our Dollar Tree stinks. We don't get everything. And if we do, we get it like way late.
So Tammy has a question. Says, I had a big fail today and think I know why, but what is your opinion? Is that okay? Yeah, go for it, Tammy. I'm looking at my computer over here because it's a lot easier. I think you got it. Oh, yeah. I was looking at the screen. It's delayed.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to have to think of something to fix this. Like, if you look, if you look close, you can see how it's a little wobbly in the cutouts for the bee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a little bit, yep.
I might have to think of something to fix that.
Almost looks like what, under the vinyl?
Yeah. No, I just did that with my paintbrush.
Oh.
Yep.
If you
Nope.
have, you wouldn't have this one. Dune paste.
I don't have Dune. It's on my list. I don't really, honestly, it's strange. I don't have a brown. How did that happen,
surprising.
right? How did that happen? I have like 8 shades of pink that I never use.
Okay, now
I
the transfer tape.
have 3 shades of pink that are almost all this, like barely a difference. But I don't have a brown. What was I thinking? I gotta shop.
To the chalk store.
Yes. Which, by the way, I did link in the chat if you guys are feeling like you want to do some shopping. And I can help you do that. I have no problem with shopping. Well, I guess that depends on your definition of problem. But
I don't have a 12-step problem, but you know.
there are worse things to have that kind of problem with.
Okay, so transfer tape. Peel apart and just set over top of the other vinyl, over top of this one.
Yes, hold on just a sec.
Okay. Well, we're going to just try it.
It
See what
might be
happens.
easier to set this on that.
Set the black part onto the clip.
Because this is
okay.
sticky.
All right, I get it. Kind of like
So-
we're doing that.
Now you're just now what are you putting it on top
How
of?
about I just switch it back over? That way you can actually see what I'm doing.
That would probably
Why
help.
don't-
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna put it on the bamboo cutting board, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to think because like I know what I would do for the normal vinyl I always use. I don't always use that one. The last time I thought it wasn't as sticky. So yeah, just go for it. Plop it right on top of the vinyl.
Put this right on here.
Yes.
Okay. Just rub it on there.
I'm gonna remember she said that.
Yep.
She gave us permission.
I have clear instruction now, so it's not my fault.
Well, no, so I use a different vinyl. I don't use the Cricut one very often. I use it when I do like a Cricut video, but I sent you that kind because it has a backing. The kind I have is just on a roll. I thought I had it.
I got
Like,
you.
I mean, this is what I usually use. It's just a big roll of transfer tape, but it doesn't have a backing, so I couldn't send this to you.
Right.
So since I don't use it very often, now you'll need to burnish it pretty good because right now it needs to stick to the transfer tape.
So you gotta burnish this side to get it to stick to the tape.
Both sides usually.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Burnish?
I would assume
Yes.
that this motion.
I rubbed on it with my
figured meant
fingers.
that.
Yeah. Push down on it pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. Well, if this takes muscles, this is all you.
It's not really muscles, really. It's just making sure it's
Firm pressure.
when you start to try to peel the transfer tape off, if it does not peel the vinyl off of the backing, then
Right.
you need to do it more. All right. So Tammy says she was doing a project and hold on, let me see. I was doing a project and started with the transfer you just used, Teresa, and then I put another one on top and took a little to do the second. I'm confused. I pulled the transfer, a bunch of chalk came up. Oh, so Tammy, I think what you're saying is you put a transfer like you did the buffalo plaid, you did the chalking, and then once it dried, I assume you obviously waited for it to dry, and you put another transfer on to layer it and did the chalking. Did you put wax in between? Remember we talked about the surface wax, I think, before? You have to wax between to not get the chalk to come up. And Jamie can tell me if I'm wrong.
Nope,
Nope,
you're 100% correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Dry time plus a little wax in between any layers.
Yep.
Ha! Got a little hairy there in the center, but we got it.
Haha, Cricut, take that.
And I'm good, right? I
I have to
can
be
put
really honest with you. I didn't plan any of this stuff out. Like when I did the designs and stuff that I did, I literally just pulled them off a design space, made them all fit so I didn't have to do more than one cut, threw them in there, and it fits pretty good on that board.
Yeah.
What Teresa means is she planned this extremely well, so this would all work very well together.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just set it now, right? I'm good. I can just lay it down.
Yep. Once you get it in your spot, you put it down, and then you use the
That's close enough.
plastic tool.
The burnisher. I'm listening.
Burnish. Yep.
I'll burnish it.
Yep. So Tammy said that she did not put the wax between the layers of chalk.
Yep. Yeah, because actually what happens too is you got the first layer down, and once that's dry, it's great, good to go. You put the second layer on there, and it actually re-wets the first layer. So it makes it pasty again and enables it to pull out. So just a little wax helps keep it stuck.
That makes sense.
Okay, let's see if we're good. Try a hard pull. Oh, it's... Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Come on.
So,
And then burnish.
So now, if hopefully we don't find it to be a problem, but if this was a normal problem that you are experiencing with your stuff with Cricut, what you would do before putting the transfer tape onto the vinyl, you would stick it to like a shirt or something.
Oh, you fuzz it.
Yeah.
You would fuzz it essentially. You would fuzz it essentially. So we're gonna find out if that's a problem. Is it coming up or is it staying?
We got it. We got it. We're gonna pull a real hard angle.
Okay. Everybody cross your fingers.
Stick out your toes.
No, you see, those letters are what are called being welded together, so they shouldn't give you too much of a problem because they're actually cut all together.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you had like
Once
a
you get
random little
started.
edge, like if you had like an eye, like a dot for an eye or something, since it's not connected, you might
that
like
makes sense.
watch those spots or something, any areas that are not connected, but it looks like it's doing all right.
There's a dot. Careful with the dot.
Watch the dot. We're
I
not to the
have
dot yet.
lost. I have
We got
lost
time.
many dots.
I'm going slow. We're almost to the dot. Here we go. Here we go.
I got my tongue out.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh.
Huh? Told you I was a professional cricketer.
As of 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's right. I've done weeding. I've done burnishing. Like, this is all good now.
You are a
That's
man
cool.
of many skills now.
Now,
I
if
found
you
this
wanted to
put-
get fancy, you can, add something that you have for chalk. And another option you also have, because I gave you removable vinyl, you could actually paint on top of it.
Oh, no shit.
And then
Oh.
you could even chalk on top of it, really.
Right? And then,
And then just take
Pull
your
it.
weeding tool and pull it all up.
all right, listen, I'm good at cricketing. Maybe we won't go for Cricut 2.0 quite yet.
I got this.
But Jamie wants to play.
I was
Okay.
looking at this. I got this.
That'd be fun. I told you guys, see? This is their first time and they're making chalk and Cricut babies.
Fucking Cricut babies.
We're gonna do Tide because it's right here and it's gonna be pretty. All right. Okay. So this is like the opposite way of that I would normally do it. But when you get good at the chalking, you can just kind of freehand around your transfer your design. So I'm not going over what we put down, I'm going around it.
So you're not going to chalk on the black, you're going to chalk on the outside of it.
Right. So
Better you than me.
it just means that if you even have an idea afterwards, it's not the end of the world. Because I have done this many a time. I think, I should have, and then I do. Takes longer, but
Is that a retired one? I don't know if I've seen that one.
it is.
Oh, you are. I was like, I want leaves. I don't know if I've seen those leaves before. Obviously, I've shopped the site quite a bit.
Yeah, no, this was a very popular one last year.
Yeah.
It was it sold out quite a few times.
Okay.
Finger painting for
I did manage on like a couple of times ago the restocking for the Let's Chat one.
oh yeah.
That's been really popular. I did manage to get that one. I haven't used it yet, but I need to. So Trisha's saying that she loves doing the reverse stencil with her Cricut cutouts. So look what I did. I think you just came in. I did. See, this was my chalk Cricut baby.
Chalk Cricut baby.
Chalk Cricut baby. It was, this was vinyl that I used as a stencil, and then I chalked on top of it to give me my negative space. I'm fancy now.
Like Applebee's.
Yep. Can't get going too far down that area. We don't want to anger the YouTube.
Yeah.
So I know I have to start experimenting a little more of mixing the two and see kind of what else to come up with.
Well, it's kind of neat using both and getting different techniques that they both do certain things a little better.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, like stuff like this, like if anyone cares to know, I would never imagine trying to do that thin of lines with a Cricut, just because it would be really hard to weed, and then it's really hard to transfer.
Yeah, especially like pulling the tape off. I can see that pulling a little bit the small.
Yeah, the real
not a lot of adhesive.
letters and stuff, the really thin letters are really hard to get it to not like pull up that vinyl. It's doable, but it's not the easiest thing. But doing something like this with that really nice patterns and stuff is really fun to do with chalk and not do with Cricut. So since we have a few people, you guys know I love to do giveaways during my
Uh-oh.
I'm going to do, and I don't have them in front of me. I have like in my mind a few things that have been like people have been telling me on my other
really
channel. Good. By the way, if you're not already subscribed to my Home and Hauls channel, I have a new channel. I'll link it eventually in the description box. I really love that. That looks amazing.
Yeah. Yep. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Baby, that's beautiful.
Cricut chalk baby.
All babies are beautiful, babe.
So right now I'm seeing that I've got 15 people on, and I'm going to have Jamie or Jeff think of a number, one of them, not both of them. Think of a number of 1 through 15.
Go ahead, you do it.
Don't.
What are you going to tell me?
Number 8.
That wasn't what the idea was.
Oh.
Think of it, not say it.
I got one.
Not number 8. I'm sorry.
She gets a little excited, okay? You got to slow walk her through it.
Okay. So Jeff has a number 1 through 15. And so if you guys will start putting numbers in, and once that number gets selected, that will be our winner. And I'll reach out to you guys. I'll have you guys reach out to me over on Instagram or on my email, and I'll set you up with like 5 or so hard to find fall things from Dollar Tree.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
So yell if you see it.
Oh, I gotta pay attention. You're really close.
Ooh.
I can't tell.
Just,
Sandra's got it. 12.
Just one guess per person, okay? You can't just start reading off every number.
Actually said 12.
Oh, did
somewhere.
she? So it was 12. I've seen at least one go by, and they're rolling too fast for me to see.
I think.
Yep, Natalie had 12.
Natalie had 12.
Sorry, Natalie, I missed you on the first round.
I got your back.
So Natalie, just do me a favor, send me a message over on Instagram. I know you've got my Instagram, and remind me to send you. I'll know what it is to send you, but just send me a message over there. Because if you don't and you forget, I will forget, and I won't bother you about it. I'll forget it. So, but
Well, that was fun.
That was very fun.
See? It was fun.
So
everyone knows who's watching, I'm going to be over live at 9:30 Eastern over on Crafty Peeps for her pajamas and crafting, I think is what she calls it. It will definitely be pajamas and crafting because it's pretty late for me. She goes until 11:30. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing to me? My kids don't care that it's the weekend. They wake up earlier when it's the weekend. But I'll be over there at 9:30, at least to start off. I'll be over there. And next week on Saturday, are we doing the same time? I thought I remember we said the same time, 7:30.
We're doing Friday.
We're doing Friday?
Now you put me on the spot. It was 7:30.
Friday's fine. We can do Friday. I know you're doing Friday at 2.
2. We're doing, so Saturday was our Saturday, same time next week.
All right.
Don't listen to this.
Do you want to do Friday? Because I actually just remember my sister-in-law is having a birthday party, and I don't know how late it's supposed to go. I would imagine not that late.
So Friday at 7.
You guys are gonna double up on the lives.
Whatever, it's all good.
I'm pretty sure that's what we said in the first.
Okay, whatever. Friday's
So
fine.
we're gonna do that instead of our video. Anyway,
Friday at 7:30.
Friday at 7:30 over on What's Jamie Making. We're gonna do another rendition of Cricut versus Chalk.
And somebody's gonna weed.
My turn.
So you won't want to miss that. It's gonna be hilarious.
There'll be some select words that may not render me PG-13.
Yeah, there might be a little bleeping afterwards.
You're not monetized, so YouTube can't get
It's all
it without
good.
you.
Nice.
They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do anything to me. They just wouldn't say, "Sorry, no money for you on that one."
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss out on that whole $2.23. Spend more than that in the vinyl out of it just threw in the garbage. Pour off that B.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, came out very good. That's very cool.
Yeah, Natalie was saying she's been trying to figure out the differences in getting her business going and what she should do, because I think she does a lot of furniture flipping. Natalie does. So Jeff's your guy.
Just
but
gonna try some furniture flipping. So, any tips or tricks you want to throw them this way? We were this close. We went to look at a piece today, but it looked really awesome online. And we got there, it was like this big.
Yeah.
It was a little kid's desk. Like they listed it, and we're like, "Wow, that's really cheap. That's going to be really cool." And we get there, and
It's miniature.
it's not 3 feet tall. The desk, the top of it had to be 2.5 feet tall. It was like a real, almost doll's desk. It was
I was
funny.
gonna
As
say, that
hell.
sounds like one of those American Girl dolls or something.
It's exactly what it looked like. It was funny.
That's funny. I have a project I'm going to use them on. Not really what they're made for, but I got a bunch of IOD stamps, and these are for knobs. Like that's what they're made for, is to put on like
Cool.
knobs and stuff. There's a couple of different sizes, but I'm not using them for that. But you just put ink on them. I would imagine you could put your paste on it too.
Right?
Just press it on. It's squishy underneath all that plastic.
Very
if your
cool.
knobs are ceramic, you could use ink and heat set them.
Yeah. So I don't know yet. I
Yeah.
have an idea for it. That's not a knob, but I was like, I just like that they're smaller. Some of them are huge, and there's not a lot I can put those on.
Yeah.
But this was fun. I hope you guys all had fun, and
We made chalk babies. Chalk.
I know
Cricut
we got little chalk Cricut babies.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, there you go. I really liked that one. That one is really cool.
It came out cool.
It did.
They both came out cool.
Yeah.
It did. So we'll have a new one for you guys next week. So don't miss out over on
Our channel.
what's Jamie making Friday at 7:30.
Yes.
Friday at 7:30.
Friday at 7:30. It's decided on. It's recorded.
That's right. It's live now. We have to do it.
Yep.
Can't change.
So, all right, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget 9:30 Eastern over on Crafty Peeps. I'll be over there crafting something else. I don't know what yet. So, all right, everyone. Have a good night.
Night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.